Okay, I'm gonna have to do it again. So, I've seen this video that I felt like it's an interesting thing to talk about it. It's a man in a podcast that talks with his friend, and I don't know what it is. Probably it's like a poem or something, and he, it's just a part of the video, so I don't know exactly what it is. But that part says, it has like four lines, right? So these four lines are saying, what a privilege to be challenged by a life you created on purpose. So I found like this is really interesting because most of the time we're not really taking responsibility for our life, don't we? We going around like that, always kind of looking up for somebody else. Whatever figures you have. If you don't have any figures, you're gonna look for somebody else. I don't know. You're gonna put some of on top for you to look on and stuff like that. It's always this flexing. It's always this. I'm the man. Look up to me. Stuff like that. Everybody wants your attention. It's hard for you to be really focused on your own self like that, growing up and developing yourself the right way, right? And if you do it, then good for you. Hopefully, you achieved much. But most of the time things happens to you, right? And I've been subject of many of this situation when stuff happened to me. I end up even in prison because I just didn't took the right decision at the right time. I just took the wrong decision. Like I wasn't just the fact that you don't take a decision. It's also is as you don't take the right decision. So the result basically to succeed or to get out of a situation, to escape a situation or a trap or anything like that, you have to take a decision. And if you don't take it, then that means you stay there in that situation. So no choice is still a choice. Okay, that means you're choosing to stay in there. So if if you don't choose to break out of a life that you don't like, you're not happy with that, then there's no reason for you to complain because that means you choose that life. So therefore, what you complain about? So yeah, life has plenty of challenges clearly for everyone, but when you do it in a responsible way, it makes a lot more sense, right? Because you are more entitled of your emotions. First of all, you're more mature about whatever challenges you go against, and then therefore you find better solutions. You're more logical, rational, and you act more. You're more. I guess you're efficient. Definitely more efficient than when you in your emotions. We kind of try to find somebody else to blame for your mistakes, right? And yeah, it just sounds at least interesting to be able to create a life on purpose based on your nature and whatever your your God-given talent is, right? And whatever challenges you'll find, obviously, since you choose that life, that's what you are. You'll be able to go through easier. You will not be that challenged. It wouldn't be that hard for you, right? It would feel like a joy, to be honest. You would be like, yeah, bring it in, because I'm all about this life. Anyways, let's see the next thing. To outgrow things you used to settle for. Now that's maturity right there, because I guess we all kind of we behave on goal driven uh, mentality, right? We have this mentality where you set some goals and you achieve them, then now you feel like you're the man, you got it, right? You're something. and then next thing you know, you want something else, right? And now you kind of, you could say that you outgrow certain things, right? So I mean, I guess what is interesting about this, the way he put it here, is that you could, you never, I mean, most of the time, you never really look back and think, well, I'm over that. Wow, you know, I used to smoke weed. So now I'm like, you know what? That's kind of bummy. You know what I mean? Like, it smells bad. I don't like it. You know, I have to put some tobacco because it doesn't burn like that. It's always a struggle to get it. You know what? I'd rather do it without it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm cool. I'm fine. And yeah, it's just nice to have this feeling that, you know what? I think I grew up on that. You know. So, if before this I used to settle for a beer and a joint and some conversation, a dumb conversation with a friend, so-called friend. Um, Now I look back at it and I'm like, you know what? I don't think I need this shit anymore. Like, I'm done with this. It's like you're throwing a pair of old shoes. Basically, that's what it feels like. But here it says things, but you know, when we talk about things, we talk about um, habits. We're talking about habits here, right? We're not talking about real, actual things. And yeah, let's move on. Yeah, I guess this connects with the other one, which says to be tired from the work you once you were begging the universe for. So if once you were begging to become, I don't know what, because you thought that is the best achievement you can have at that moment, and now you're tired of from you doing that work because you achieved it, obviously. I mean, what else you want? Like, that's what you wanted, right? You want that. You get tired. So and instead of being tired of doing something that you never really wanted, you're gonna get tired anyway at the end of the day, right? But getting tired for something you were begging. Now, that's the thing, because you wasn't just asking it like that, you were begging. So when you keep begging the universe or God, in my situation, you beg God for something, God gives it to you, and now you're like, well, that's what you wanted, boy, isn't it? I don't think you really feel the tiredness like that. You're probably going to be like, you are probably tired, but you keep going, right? You can still keep going. You'll be able to push extra, like you hooked on cocaine or something, right? And what else? There's one more. I think I said about that. Is this the same one? Oh yeah, I think I put the same one, man. I was distracted. Hold on a minute.